Alright, here we are for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie game. Played the first one last week, now I'm going to play this one. Yeah, this one does have 2-player, but unfortunately I'm going to be playing it just by myself today. I'm going to do normal and on stereo. So, let's get right into it. Let's see. So this one, I guess, has 6 characters versus the 5 in the first game. They added Tommy, basically. I mean, they switched out some of the characters, of course, because it's the different part of the show. I'll just go ahead and be Rocky here, Red Ranger. Something that's different about this game is the 2-player setup. So there's 2 levels here. You can switch back and forth. But because I'm playing on 1 player, enemies that are on the top row will sometimes, if they can, drop down to my row. Whereas if there was 2 of us, they would just stay up there because there's a player for them to go after. Let's see. So the putties are changed a bit. They still have the regular gray ones that die in 1 hit. The purplish ones, they take 2 hits specifically. I mean, in the last game, it was just they took multiple hits, but now it's strictly 1 and 2, kinda. I'm expecting a car here. Is it lagging a bit? I'm not sure. It feels like it, but maybe I'm just imagining things. Alright, so I've got full meter down there, which means I can morph whenever I want. So in the first game, you had to get to a certain point in the level for you to morph. In this game, you just gotta get to, just get enough meter. I think I'm planning to use my meter when the car comes here. Here we go. I'll just kill these guys. And it'll restore my health. Can't destroy cars in this game. But, so, a new ability that I have, now that I'm morphed, which doesn't really make sense to be morphed to do this, but I can now backflip. It requires, all I have to do is press down and jump, so that's a cool move. It's good for evading enemies. It's a good replacement for instead of just walking up and walking back. It's faster to do that, I think. Of course, it is a set distance that you jump back, so you have to be mindful of where you're going. Oh yeah, and I can uppercut now, which is just up an attack. So, if I uppercut an enemy, whoops, they'll actually get knocked up to the other row. Alright, got that guy. Alright, so I also have a score down there at the bottom. So I may occasionally go after extra enemies if I can, just to get more points, because if I get enough points, I get extra lives and stuff. And now that I am morphed and have full meter, it is slowly decreasing as I have a stronger attack. You'll notice these purple putties are dying in 1 hit now, and they're getting knocked back at the same time. Ouch, that was stupid of me. Am I gonna I keep my meter for the time being. But I can expend the rest of my meter for a super move, similar to the bomb in the first game. Also, when you hang on to stuff in this game, you can kick. Now, I can't move side to side without jumping, but I can still kick, so that's... that's an odd trade-off. Because in the first game you could, you could travel along the sides of things that you hang on to. But this game you can't, but you can kick. So you're not defenseless, but you have less mobility. I'm not sure if I like that trade-off. I mean, so my plan for my eventual game that I may make, hopefully, is that you'd be able to do both, I think. I think that's what I would do. I mean, I don't see why not being able to move side to side. Woo! Yeah, so let's see. Got fireballs falling from the ceiling. The mall is on fire. Oh, because we fought that boss and blew up those gas tanks or something. So that's not good. We lit the mall on fire. Alright, so I like the energy system. I think it works. I'm gonna get another meter here for the boss coming up. Neuromaniac? So I'm going to try to do as much damage as I can before my meter is expended. Oh, get an extra amount here. Alright, time to use it. Oh, I missed it! Oh! I was just one punch away anyway. No big deal. I waited too long. So yeah, you can see at the bottom of the screen, second player can jump in whenever they want. 4 credits means I have 4 continues after my lives are used up, and you heard the jingle there. I did get a an extra life from getting enough points. So I get to pick my character again after each level, so that's cool. But I don't know if these characters have a whole lot of differences between them. That was a funny little crouching animation Billy had. Huh. Oh man, he feels kind of slow. Maybe it's just, I don't know if it's animation or if he really is slow, but he feels really slow. So I'm not sure. Okay, so I do have an uppercut move. I must take back what I said. I didn't think I had an uppercut move without being morphed, but I do. Oh, my power. So something that I do know is different about these characters when they're not morphed is their like air kick animations and stuff. So like I probably should have gone with the Black Ranger, because I'm pretty sure his air kick is like an actual kick, where mine is just like a punch. The location of the kick does matter for some things, particularly when attacking enemies that you have to approach from the air. So yeah, Billy may not have been the best choice for this. I only picked him because I picked him second in the last game. Although there was an actual reason for that. There was no reason for me picking him this time. As you can see, if you are low to the ground, you don't... I'm just gonna morph. Why not? If you're low to the ground, you don't move back as far when the planes come by. My power! Green putties, of course, are like ninjas. They stand back and then jump and attack. So yeah, they've got similar putty types as the first game. But again, now that I'm morphed, my attack power is higher, so the purple putties that would take 2 hits unmorphed now only take 1 hit morphed. I mean, it was just last week, but I already forgot how many hits exactly it took to kill the purple putties in the other game. Pretty sure it wasn't 1 hit even when morphed, though. You have to actually, like, flip your side to go up on those things. So this is an interesting thing. Oh. You can just hit those things to get rid of them. Or if you uppercut them, you can send them back and possibly take out the putties in the back and, you know, get points. Oh, darn. Darn. It's too slow for that. Alright, go! Yeah, so I can't just jump up there. It has to be a flip. Like I'm flipping sides for second player. Oh, darn. Ooh. So now I've got meter. It's interesting. So yeah, the moveset's just different in this game from the first game. That was a 1-up. I mean, I guess it's cool that full meter you get a super move that, so you can, see, now I'm out of meter. I didn't get to use my bomb version. Whoops. Now I'm going to avoid these things. I'm gonna die. Wow. Okay, so I'm playing this by myself, which means I get all of the lives, all of the continues. But hopefully it doesn't mean I'm going to be dying more often, because I kind of need to be able to do this on my own. Oh, darn. Alright, so I need to not get hit. Jump up here. Huh. Alright, boss time. So yeah, these bosses are all monsters from the show. I don't really remember what they all did in the show, but... So this guy, you gotta master your hanging attacks. You have to kind of like switch between moving from the platform. Darn. See, he does that can attack, so I can't grab up here and attack. Oop. So this boss kind of takes a while because you can't attack him too often. Yeah. I had to jump down because I knew he was going to do that, and then I jumped up and got hit anyway. Alright, don't get hit. Ah, I missed. Almost landed on spikes, though. Let's see if I can get a kick in. I got one. Don't jump up. Okay, now I can attack. I got full meter. There we go. I'm not going to use my special bomb right now because I'm hoping having more meter will get me more points at the end. Yeah, I think that's what POW is. Life, of course, and time. Alright, so continuing the pattern I did last time, I'll do Black Ranger, Adam. So yeah, in the character selection, I mean, it's obvious what color ranger they all are because they're wearing their color, but it's not like the first game where you actually got portraits of their morphed versions too. But I mean, they've got more characters on screen, so I don't know. I really like the first character select screen, but the second one works fine. It's functional. Yeah, see, so his air attack is like a kick. Well, I mean, they're all kicks. Not really, but... Anyway. Unique thing about this level is you're on a surfboard or snowboard the entire time. No, no drop. Oh. So yeah, getting power in this level to morph is a lot harder because no drop, because the enemies behind you, once you hit them, their power falls back along the mountain, so they have to be in front of you for you to get any of the power. Guy. So it just makes it hard to get power collected to morph before the mandatory morph point where you see the boss. Wait, where? I already saw the boss. Wow, I'm trying to... Oh, wait a minute! There is no mandatory morph point halfway through the level like in the first game. In this game, you simply morph when you get to the actual boss. You have to duck here. If you're on the top level, you have to jump down to avoid dying. So that's why generally it's better to, like, unless you've played this level before and like know when you need to move down and stuff, you should probably just stay on the bottom level. This is just transition right here, getting off the mountain and going into the river. So now it's a surfboard. What? 1 heart? I was expecting that to be a full restore. Anyway. So yeah. Getting power is hard to do in this level because enemies are hard to get power from. Fish! Mostly because of the moving current nature of this level. But I mean, the sooner you get morphed, the sooner your energy goes towards creating a super move and your better moveset. So let's see. There we go. I can morph now. Question is, do I morph? Sure. I'll get full HP. Or full health. I can get that. We'll get this. Oh yeah, So it's kind of a downgrade too, in one respect. My air attack is now a punch. Whoever you pick, all the rangers are going to punch in the air when they're morphed. My kick is no longer a thing, so my attack range is different. Dang. So yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure there's a level where you would actually prefer not to be morphed, if I remember correctly, but I don't know where that is. Ouch. Okay, so yeah, this guy you gotta be really careful about, because of his moves. I mean, he'll warp to me most of the time, so that's good. But I gotta I use the uppercut a lot because it'll get him away from me, because he has a lot of moves where he'll just go ahead and attack you even if you're hitting him. Like that swipe thing, and then his fire breath. So I just uppercut him to get him out of the way. Uh-oh. Now I want to be up there to grab that. Yeah. I'm gonna move down here because that's where the next item drop will be. Yeah, so like the item drops, they switch back and forth between the top row and the bottom row. There we go. Get out of here. Hopefully I can get my power up before I get hit again. Of course, that's all on me, if I make a mistake or not. He might just die before I even get another power up. I'll just swap now. And he's dead. I like to do this little... Oh, never mind. Grab that. Ooh, I got an extra life. Yeah, and your character doesn't do a end of the level backflip trick like in the first game. But whatever. It is what it is. I'm wondering if there are even 6 levels to play through all the characters on. Alright, I guess next is Pink Ranger. If I'm following the same pattern. Yeah, her kick's not the same as in the first game. Now I could travel up on top of these things. At least those ones. But I find it more advantageous to just destroy them and get points. And these little guys, they don't drop any like power for my morph meter. Ah. See, if I had my kick, I would have hit them. My air kick. So yeah. I would say, for that reason, I think the kick is just so much better. So I would say characters with the air kick are better than non-air kick characters. Got it. Oh man, I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. Whoa. I guess your range of attack compared to enemies is more fair in this game. Or more equal, I should say. Because in the first game it felt like the enemies had longer reach, but they were slower to attack, so that made up for it. In this game it seems like the putties don't have knives to hit you with, they just kick. So, you may have more equal, wow, those guys didn't get hit. They're off screen technically, I guess. You may have more equal attack range, I think, in this game. So even though your possible air kick turns into an air punch when you're morphed, you still get more attack power when morphed. So I think it is usually in your better interest to morph when you can. This is an odd machine. See if I can read when it's going to. When it's smoking, get out of the way. Those things. Oh, what the heck? I didn't even see that. I gotta be aware when it's going to do that, so I gotta be able to see that. Oh, it's smoking, get out of the way. Ah. Still got hit. Move. Smoking, get out of the way. Oh, it's dead. Okay. Okay. So that's gonna make us jump off. Train's gonna keep going. Some enemies are gonna show up. And we're just gonna wait for the train to finish driving by. I don't know, I guess we're supposed to assume that we took out the driving part of the train. Ah, some brown putties. They're like ninja putties, but they take 2 hits. Or if we were unmorphed, I assumed they would take 4 hits. I didn't say anything about it, but you saw that sword putty. He also took 2 hits from a morphed ranger, so if we were unmorphed, he'd probably take 4 hits. And the train just crashed and exploded somewhere. We can hit those guys and then send their carts going. Yeah, so this part right here has a lot of differing sections for top and bottom. Is that guy gonna do anything? Oh! I had no idea what her special move was. What the heck? Okay, so she gets to shoot arrows, so that's kind of cool. Because that's kind of like the first game. But it's apparently not that strong of an attack. Because look, it takes 3 arrows to kill a guy. Where a punch would take only, you know, 1 hit. Oops. And I didn't get to use my bomb. Alright, I guess I'll wait for him to come up here. And it's in the fire. Jump up. There we go. Barely hopped over that. That's a sword guy. Whoop. Alright, I've got a little bit of meter, which is totally not enough for my super move. This is a magnet guy. So he's gonna push me away and then throw a thing at me. Ow. Oh. Oops. There we go. Pop up here. I dare you. Oh yeah, so when you got 2 people, you can kind of hit them back and forth with uppercuts. What the? Ah! Oh, he just knocked me up here with his attack. So if I heard that correctly, it sounded like he did a move that drew me closer to him, but I didn't see it. Whoa! Ah. Dang it. I was too close. My attack put me into pushed me into him, so I got hit. Yeah, so I guess the safe thing to do is just hit him once and then uppercut. Come on. Unless, of course, he moves out of the way. Ah, I was too close again. Only to get a full life bonus if I beat him without getting hit again. I'm out of here. I got a thing to get. Just a little shy of... Oh no! He hit me. Okay, so I got to see his draw me close move. He put out a little red tornado thing, and then he was gonna pull me towards it, which, I mean, I was already right there in his face, so he didn't really see it. Let's see what my score bonuses look like. Ooh. I got a really good time bonus. Life bonus is 4,000 because I had 4 health bar pieces, I guess. Alright, let's go on. Stage 5. Whoa, that's different. Okay, so her attacks are a little different for being unmorphed. I'm not sure if I like the top or bottom row for this level. And they have that fence up there, so you can't really switch back and forth at will. And those robots will attack from either side, because they can launch missiles. Sometimes they'll drop big power-ups, sometimes they'll drop small power-ups, or, you know, energy pieces, I mean. The robots will. Come on, no? Ow. So yeah, I guess Yellow Ranger Unmorphed can... Ooh. Yellow Ranger Unmorphed can attack enemies front and back with her down attack, so that's kind of neat. Her air attack is a punch, so I don't really like that. I like the kick more. So yeah, I'm still sitting that the Black Ranger might be the best. Ah, dang. Alright, big power up. See if I can get some more. No, don't go away! Oh! It's a small one anyway. Alright, now we gotta fight this thing, which is difficult because it approaches you and it hits you, but you have to be close enough to hit it. So it's kinda hard. Flip. I can attack pretty fast with that down attack. It's gonna charge. I'm pretty sure this is a stronger attack than my down grounded attack, so I want to use that more often. No? I was expecting that purple pie to drop down, but he didn't. Swords, 2, 3. Oh no. It just takes like 3 hits. Well, that's a full health restore. Yeah, so I thoroughly believe that an air kick is better than an air punch. And I know the Black Ranger has an air kick. He might be the only one? Out. Morph. Get those power-ups as soon as possible. But yeah, I do like the backflip option, although it does take your way to jump down through platforms, doesn't it? So now I'm like on the border about whether or not I would have a backflip in my game. Maybe I would just make it a different button press? I mean, this game operates on like 2 buttons. I could put multiple buttons in my game if I wanted. Ah, dang. So yeah, those yellow fields are electrified, so I can't touch them. I wonder if there are more or less levels. Oh, I can't store this. I wonder how many levels. There were like 7. Well, I mean, there were 5 levels in the first game, not counting the boss fights at the end. I'm trying to think, is there only 1 level after this? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to... Oh wait, I'm on the 5th ranger out of 6. So yeah, if there's only 1 more level, then I can play as Tommy for the last level and be done. I probably could have made that. So yeah, they're bringing in some more like instant death traps in these levels now. Pretty sure those crusher things will kill me in 1 hit if I let them crush me. There we go. It looks like I'm gonna be able to make this on my own, seeing how I almost missed that. I haven't had to use a continue yet. I've died a couple times, but I mean I've been gaining lives too, so. There's some tricky timing parts. We're moving backwards on a platform with lasers that charge up and fire. Ouch. While at the same time, we have to stop to use our attack. There's no, like, you know, running attack or anything in this. Barely made that jump. Oop, now we're going the other way. Alright, now here's some vertical platforming parts, which is cool because you get to use your hanging ability. Like in the first game, you used your hanging ability on the 2nd level. And we only really have to use it, like, now. In this game. Of course, if you have 2 players on this part, it's a little more difficult. Because if you fall... Oh, you die. Whereas in this single player version, if you fall, the screen follows you. Did I just lose my power-ups? I did. Dang. Missed that? Okay. Okay, so when they're morphed, their regular attack does become something different at least. Can't hang on that. Even my regular kick is like super powerful. I'm just gonna use this. I'm out of power anyway. Even though it's like right here Almost at the boss. These levels do seem to feel a little bit longer though, because there's not the mid-level boss look. So like, you don't get to take a look at the boss. I want to get away from the ledge so I can get the power. Okay, is there at the boss yet? Nope. So yeah, these... I'm feeling a little bit of exhaustion from the length of these levels. Only a little bit. I'm not saying it's like stupidly long or something. But I'm definitely feeling like it's longer than the levels in the first game. Mostly, I think, because you don't have that mid-level sort of checkpoint thing where you see the boss. I mean, it's not a real checkpoint, but it feels like one. It breaks up the level a little bit. It feels like you're at a halfway point, whereas in this level, in this game, you don't have any indication like that. Whoops. So this guy, he can go, when he does that, he's invincible. Now, how do I avoid that? Just move back. Ow, what the? That was bad. Alright, hopefully I don't die here. Zeros count, right? Yep, zeros count. Now this guy, I can backflip through him. So that's cool. Ow, what the heck? I didn't see anything. But these things I can get rid of. Let's try to not die. Ow, what the heck? Is there no avoiding that? I probably should have done something. Oh no. Looks like I'm gonna die. Power. I can't believe I made it. I thought I was gonna die for sure. I only had one hit left. I just got another one up. Sweet. I only had one hit left, and he had like almost half his health left, so I thought, wow, I got a big time bonus. I guess I'm going through these levels pretty fast. Alright, so that just leaves Tommy. Now, does he have an air kick? Nope, okay. Is the Black Ranger the only one with an air kick? I thought for sure somebody else had one. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Did the Red Ranger have an air kick? Maybe he did. I think he did. I think it was the Red Ranger. Whoops. Yep, I got hit. Whoa. That is a gun pointed at my head. Oh, okay, so here's like the one time where an air punch is actually good. But when you're morphed, every character gets an air punch, so I feel like it's beneficial to have the air kick before then. Yeah, so in case you can't tell, those are spikes up there. And those things draw me towards it. So if I step in there, it'll draw me up to the spikes and I'll get hurt. And that's not good. Like that. Alright. Is this the last level? Yeah. Yeah, sort of. This is the last level before the final level, if that makes sense. So the interesting thing about the final level is how it's executed. I mean, it's not like you don't morph, or you don't get into the Megazord in this game like in the first one. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm gonna get myself killed. I just got myself killed. Now I'm on my 0 life again. Feels like I'm missing stuff. Huh. I can get points for beating up boxes. Punch, punch, punch! I wonder if I could just grind for points. Just get an extra life by hitting these boxes. Okay. Now we're in like a rocket silo part here. His uppercut is an upper kick. I don't think I even checked everyone else's uppercuts. They might all be different, and I didn't even notice. Alright, should I morph? Might as well. Start earning points towards my super. Even though I got like nothing from that in terms of destructive power. Yeah, so this part's kind of a waiting game thing. Oh man. Okay. Because you have to wait for the rocket to go by. Knew it. And it dropped. Now I can't get it. I wonder if I get an extra life at 300,000. I think I got my last life at 250, so I don't think I'll get an extra life at 300,000. That seems too soon. Got it. Oh, don't got it. Ooh. Was I supposed to walk across the top part for that? Maybe. Let me out, let me out! Okay, I only got 3 hits left. I gotta be more careful. Yeah, it lets me in. It's like, hey, go ahead and run into the rocket. Alright, we're at the bottom level. Almost there. Ah! Doing terrible at this game. Swing! Sword guy took a swing at me. Oh man. I'm doing terrible at this. I'm on my last hit. I'm totally gonna die. I'm gonna have to use a continue. Well, at least we'll get to see how far back a continue sends me. Because if you have multiple players, it won't send you back anywhere. But since I'm playing with 1 player, I'm going to be subject to continue rules or something. Oh yeah. So this boss, you can't hit directly. You have to sort of be in the air or use an uppercut. And I think being in the air is faster, so I'm gonna do that. Though I can't speak for the... Oh, I'm dead. I can't speak for the power of the attacks. Dang. I get to continue, right? Yeah. Now where does it send me? Don't send me to the beginning of the level. It sent me to the beginning of the level. All my points are gone. Ah, dang. All my points are gone. Send me to the beginning of the level. I feel like I should have just swapped over to second player or something. Ah, man. Okay. Well, let's see if I can make up for lost time and not die. Let's see if I can do this better than I did last time. I'm already 3 hits down, so that's not good. How come putties don't get affected by this stuff? And wait this time, even though it's boring to wait. Better to have health than a time bonus. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go! You know what, maybe I'll take the top row this time. I think I'll get hit more. I think I'll get more energy taking this path. That was my initial thought as I passed 2 purple putties. Is it lagging? Wow, I don't think I can make that jump. Man, I'm gonna die. And that is not good. I'm not supposed to die. Morph! Power up. Alright, cool. I got full health again. Let's not screw this up anymore. Alright, I guess I should stay down here so I can get the boxes. Hey, did I even... Yeah, I was morphed last time. For sure. Yeah, so if I hadn't died, I'd probably be beating this game in under an hour. But now it's like... I'm gonna beat this level in under an hour, but I'm not gonna beat the game in under an hour. Just barely. Because I got one more level after this. But yeah, my mess up cost me my time. And I'm only playing on normal too. If I was playing on hard, that would be then it would be a different story. I mean, it's actually harder in a way. I mean, okay, I honestly don't remember how it's harder. I don't know if maybe enemies just take more hits or if they deal out more damage. I mean, I only have 5 health. I can't imagine dealing out more damage being very fair. I don't know if there's more enemies, maybe. I don't remember how it's harder. I feel like Tommy's back jump is a little more like that extra step or something. I feel like that's not something that the other rangers do. I just did it for the points, I guess. That coming back for him, because I can't get that. Oh, I guess I have to go down here. Can't go that way. I'm wondering how to get that item box that's over there. Life up. Like that! An extra life! Wow! I'm going to need those too, because the last level is, it's something. Cool. I got 4 lives now. That's awesome. And if I'm close, if I am like on my last life and 1 or 2 hits away from death, I am totally going to pause and bust out second player, switch to them so I can use the credits without having to use a continue and start the level over again. Because that's going to take way too much time. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Coming up on the hour mark. I mean, it's either that or I uppercut it. I feel like this is faster. Assuming an uppercut and an air attack at least do the same amount of damage. Oh, can I attack regular now? I can. Spam that. Lightning strikes 3 times. Dang. Dang. Got this. I got this. Bam! Wait, when did I get my first extra life from points? Was it like 30,000? 25,000? Seems like a low number. Pow. Oh, because I literally had no power left. And I got 100,000 extra life. 5 lives now. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Red Ranger. Just because I can. Turns out there's 7 levels in this game, so I gotta replay one of these characters. I'm gonna pick the Red Ranger. Alright, so here's the final level. It starts with the final boss. And then there's a level after that. That's what makes this last level so different. So if you haven't seen this before, you're gonna see what's up with that. So yeah, it starts with this epicness of, let's get right into fighting Ivan Ooze. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to fight him without getting killed. He's got a lot of different moves. I don't know how to avoid this. Ah. Alright. I have 5 lives, man. I am ready for this guy. Of course, his health bar hasn't moved yet. Ah, too soon. Oh, wrong way. I'm using joystick, that's my problem. D-pad. Yeah, keep doing that. I like that. Ah, alright. It's okay. I've used 2 lives on this guy already. As you can see. He's pretty tricky. I don't know how to get around these things. Oh, just like that. Alright, he's dead. But it's not over yet. He is dead. Oh, sweet, I got extra life. I'm good. I'm pretty sure I'm good. There's no way I'm gonna lose 4 lives leaving this place. So yeah, I beat Ivan Ooze, but now his base is gonna explode. So I need to get out, or I lose. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, if the timer runs out, you have to refight Ivanus. Pretty sure. And you don't get your lives back, of course. So it's very important that you not die. And I do have plenty-ish time. I mean, I'm going to go through it as fast as I safely can. But I'm pretty sure I've got plenty of time. Like, when I get there, it's not even going to be close. So it's more important that I do this safely than anything else. And I get hit. Oh, and as you can see, I cannot bring in a second player right now. It says not available. I actually cannot have a second player jump in and help me right now. That's epic. Wow, I need to not die. I said I would not lose 4 lives on this segment, and I need to stick to that. And you can't wall jump in this game. I haven't really had a situation where I would need to, or where it would even be advantageous. But still, you can't climb across hanging things. And you can still grab them, but you can't climb across them. And then you can't wall jump. I thought those were pretty cool moves. Hey, quiet. And I'm here. So, you can't really tell, but I've effectively won the game at this point. It's just going to be an endless onslaught of enemies at this point until the timer runs down, you know, for epicness. Basically, I don't get saved until the last second. There we go. Ah! So yeah, the other Power Rangers, who I guess they're out there, but I was just going solo for some reason. The other Power Rangers got the Megazord and saved me after I beat Ivan Ooze single-handedly. I don't know what they were doing. So yeah, there's that new Megazord that was introduced through this movie, or series transition, whatever you want to call it. And all you see is the backside of it. Alright. And so this is just a fun after credits scene. Or not even after credits, just end of the game scene. Before the credits. We got the red and the white ranger fighting with the blue ranger umping? Reffing? Bulk and Skull pop in and we beat him up just because, you know, we don't like him. Alright, so that is the Power Rangers the movie game for the Super Nintendo. Honestly, I think this game is, this game's definitely better with 2-player. Most games are better with co-op. The levels are kind of built for co-op. So there's that. You definitely have an advantage using continues when you're playing co-op. You're given some extra moves, and then you're given fewer moves. I kind of like this game is really more of a straight beat 'em up, go through the level and beat up enemies to get to the end kind of thing. The first game, I don't know, maybe I'm idolizing the first game too much. But the first game did have, I guess it only had more platforming in the second level. I'm trying to think. And the genie level, that one, the second half at least, had some platforming in it. This game didn't really have platforming. Oh, try hard mode, get a secret code. I know exactly what that is. But I'll get to that in a sec. this game, it didn't really have any platforming specific stuff. Except, okay, I guess it was the second level, the water one. Not really water, but the airbase one. You go inside the ship and there's some platforming there because you can fall to your death. There are some bottomless pits there. And then the second to the last level where you're climbing up, that was some platforming. I'm definitely a fan of platforming. I mean, if you're just playing casually with someone who's never played too many games, then a straight beat 'em up is probably easier to get into, but I do like the additional platforming in these where it is. Because that's the kind of game I would want to make, or that I do want to make, is a platforming fighting game. I mean, I talked about Smash last time, and like the Subspace Emissary, how that is an idea I would like to have, but I don't like the way it was done in Brawl. Which is a combination of Smash's fighting mechanics and the enemies and stuff that they used. But yeah, I'd like to make a game that's like fighting and platforming and can do both. Again, this is more of a straight beat 'em up than anyway. So yeah, try hard mode and get a secret code. So you play this game on hard mode, and at the end it tells you, oh, there's a secret code. Use this to be cool. And the code is up, down, left, right, X, B, Y, A. And now, when you get that code and you enter it, now, when you start the game, you're automatically morphed. So, this does change the game a bit. So you start every level morphed. So you don't have to build up power to morph and then get to use a super moves when you have full energy, because now you're just going straight for full energy to get super moves. So I guess it does make the game, I guess it just makes the game easier, right? I mean, there are those small cases where I think being morphed is not advantageous because you don't have an air kick. But aside from that, you're stronger. You become even more stronger once you get full energy, because you get a stronger attack and the super move. So yeah, it's... Hit the car. So yeah, it's that's what this game is. There's no versus mode like in the first game, but I mean, you have the whole game you can do as co-op, so that's pretty cool. It definitely has co-op going for it in this game. I mean, you can't just implement co-op in the first game, because this game is built for it. It's got 2 rows of stuff going on, so it doesn't feel like either player is really missing out. So yeah, being morphed definitely gives you cool abilities. And so, I mean, the way at the end, because your power-ups come when you fight enemies, I just use my bomb basically at the same spot I would have morphed if I wasn't morphed already. So yeah, that's how that works. It is cool that I can turn around in the air when I punch. Okay, this isn't going to continue until this guy dies. Okay, that was a bad move. Yeah, so I guess that's the game. I probably don't need to rebeat this whole level. I was just doing it while I was thinking about more stuff to talk about. So yeah, I guess I'll beat this, or I'll just end the video. Okay, so what I want to do next, actually, sneak peek here, is I was thinking about playing Illusion of Gaia. It's just another game that I had sort of an itch to play, so I thought I'd play it. But that's definitely not a 1 hour game, so I'd have to break it up into episodes. And I mean, I guess I could play it for 1 hour at a time or so. I'm dead, and I fall into a pit. Ah. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Wait a minute. Do I have first prepared? I thought I... Oh! Look at that. 2-player. We are go. Jump. Jump. Yeah, definitely hard to do this with only one set of hands. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, I guess I should just end the level right here. Let's see if we can get a game over. Isn't that a fun game? We're gonna burn to death. Oh. Oh wait, I've got continues. This isn't going to go too fast. Let's see. If I inch the screen forward just a little bit. Alright. Yes, continue. This is a total waste of time. Why am I even doing this? Alright, so just get ready. I'm going to try to do Illusion of Gaia next. I think it's a fun game. And yeah, that's all there really is to say about it. It's definitely not a side-scrolling beat 'em up like this. But yeah. I'll talk about that game next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.